What is up, YouTube? Today we're gonna change this broken taillight on my trailer. I'm gonna show you how to wire it back in, which is really simple. It's not a difficult job to do. This is one of the reasons you don't let people borrow your shit. I just rewired this trailer a couple months ago and let somebody borrow it one time. I hadn't even got to use it yet, and it come back with a busted light. So we're gonna put this new light right here on it, and the only tools you need are some wire snips, a couple of crimps for the wires, and I think this one is a 10mm wrench to take the bolts off the back of it. Depending on how much daylight we have left, whenever I'm done with this, we might chop the rest of the exhaust off my truck, because one of my tips has already fallen off, so maybe we'll just cut it off behind the axle. That'd be fun too. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, first things first, there are 2 bolts on the back of these. I've got a ratcheting wrench, but you don't need a ratcheting wrench. Just any old wrench the same size as the bolts that are on your tail light is fine. I'm just going to take those off. There we go. Now we're going to take these wire cutters right here, and we're going to snip the wires. Simple as that. And there's the old one. And I'm going to save that for the bulb. Want to make sure you have your new light already before you cut your lights off of it. Obviously, that would make the most sense. Alright. So this one here is a little bit simpler than the other one.
Daddy, I'm worried about Maya. I'm worried about Maya.
Alright. So like I said, this one's a little simpler than the other one. It only has 2 wires, whereas this one had 3, but one of them's just a ground, so this one's internally grounded. That's probably the only difference. And let's see. The yellow one's going to go to the green wire right here, and then the brown one will go to the white wire. The white wire is actually the brake signal, and this one is the power. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think that's how it works. I'm just gonna cut these 2 wires again and strip them off. All of them. Yes, I know this is the wrong side, but I like the light on the top because it gives me a little bit of light at nighttime whenever I'm trying to load stuff, so that's why I put the wrong side on over here. This one has the light tag on it, but I don't use it. Those should work a lot better. Now, let's try this one more time. And that ain't coming out. I said, yellow to green, brown to red. Actually, is actually how this one works. For whatever reason. And then we will crimp that one. Alright. Now we just have to connect the green to the yellow and bolt it on and test it. And hopefully all is well in that. This light actually came with a new set of bolts, which is cool. And washers. These are probably a different size bolt than the one I took off of it, but that's okay. If it is, well, it is. Hey, it's lucky. Same size. Same damn size. Alright. Now that that's on there, let's test it out, see if it works. I have to plug it into the truck first. Alright, so I got that done. Now my tail light's out on my truck, so I'll have to change that soon too, before I get pulled over. And I guess now we're going to try and chop this exhaust the rest of the way off. Something I wanted to show everybody. This right here may look like a big gummed up mess of wire, but this is something someone showed me a long time ago whenever I was doing heat and air. It's actually a way to wrap a cord up and keeps it from tangling itself. You see, you just put your foot on the bottom and you pull it, and it'll pull it all loose with no tangles. And all it is you tie a knot in the very middle of the cord, stretch it out and fold it over, tie a knot in the bottom of it. Whenever you do that, you pull it through itself like this until you get to the end, and it will never tangle, and you can hang it up just like that. So, alright, onto the cutting off of the exhaust. Let's chop some shit off. I think I'm going to go further up that way because it's closer to the hanger. You don't want shit hanging down, dragging the ground and stuff. Right, first we're going to lay a tarp down because I don't want to get completely nasty and muddy. Alright. Now, let's try to cut some shit off. I want to find the closest hanger to about where I'm wanting to cut it, and then I'm going to cut it as close to the hanger as I can. Eventually I plan on getting this fixed. I'm going to run all new exhaust because it needs a new manifold gasket anyway, so this is my solution for now so it doesn't keep falling off. Like there's a mounting point right here where it hangs. There are two hangers there actually, so I believe I'm going to cut it right there. One pipe, and there's a giant hole in the side of the one I just cut off, so maybe it'll sound a little better after this. That would be pretty cool. It probably won't, but you know, we can all dream. Well, there went that blade. Let's go get a new one. That one's getting dull anyway. The ugly. Gotta get the old piece out of there first. There it went. It picked up the driveway too, so it doesn't puncture a tire. There we go. Let's try this again. This exhaust pipe is a tough one. That's two of them now. Yeah, that's not pretty. Let me go get a hammer. Oh, it's straighter than it was. It's still not perfect. We'll try it. Hopefully it'll work. We will find out very soon. If it works or not. broke that one too. Suppose we'll try this. Seeing as how I'm out of blades. just gonna go get my clippers and cut it. Should pull right out. See? There's a small sliver of metal still holding it on, but it wasn't much. Put the tarp over here. In hopes that I can break this one loose too. It might take something sharp to do it though. There's the exhaust leak. This is how you wrap that cord again. For anyone that wasn't paying attention before, not like you can't rewind it, but this is something that I've used ever since I learned it. Very handy. Better than having rolls of cord laying everywhere. I'm sure they sell stuff to keep stuff from tangling, but that's much easier and cheaper. Much better. Alright, so we did a lot today. If you like what you see, subscribe for more. Give me a thumbs up for the video for learning how to change a trailer tail light. And just for me chopping the exhaust off my truck. It looks better with no tips than it did with just one tip. So, a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but it's okay. We got it done. So like I said, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.